Thank you so much, dear viewers. This is Little Pine Junior School. My name is Teacher James Okwi, aka Watermelon. I'm a teacher of integrated science. I'm here before you. We are going to have presentation today, being a Friday. We are going to have a practical lesson of science, as you know what the new curriculum tells us. The competence-based curriculum is not all about theoretical, but we have to teach learners the concept that will enter into the brain. They have to understand more of the facts than cram work. So in this generation, in this era, as we teach learners, we guide them based on how to master the content that we teach them in class. That's why we call upon all the senses. When the eyes have seen, the ears have heard, and the hands have touched, a learner is in the right position to know what is being taught in the class. So as Little Pine Junior School, located in Wonzi, Sanga, we educate learners to know more about facts than rather to rely on the theoretical and cram work. Here today we bring out a science practical lesson. As you can see on our BB, we are having a topic under sound. The topic that is sound energy. A learner is going to talk more about the human here, but first has to tell us more about he or she knows about sound. We have another participant coming to talk about the circulatory system, a system of the body that is also responsible for a particular purpose. She will tell us more about blood circulation in the human body. We have another presentation that will come and talk about the respiratory system. It will elaborate more about the breathing processes, tell us what happens to the lungs, the intercostal muscles during breathing in and out. Then we have the last presentation that will come under beekeeping, what scientifically we call it apiculture. We'll come and talk more about rearing honeybees. We'll come and talk more about the beehive, and will tell us more how science is being done here at Little Pine. We are so much grateful to have you online today, our dear viewers. We are so much privileged to continue welcoming you more and keep on chatting with us as we go on with our lesson. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, our friends.
My name is Naukera Shamasa. I am in Junior 6. I study from Little Pine Junior School. My science teacher is Teacher Watermelon. I'm going to talk about the circulatory system. The circulatory system is a group of human organs that transport materials in the human body. I'm going to talk about blood circulation. Blood circulation is the continuous movement of blood in the human body. This is blood circulation. This is the body. This is the vena cava. It receives the oxygenated blood from the body to the heart. This is the pulmonary artery. It transports the oxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. The reason why the oxygenated blood goes to the lungs is to drop carbon dioxide and keep oxygen. This is the pulmonary vein. It receives oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. This is the pulmonary vein. This is the aorta. It transports oxygenated blood from the heart to all parts of the body. I'm going to talk about the human heart as the main organ of the circulatory system. This is the vena cava. It receives the oxygenated blood from the body to the heart. This is the pulmonary artery. It transports the oxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. The reason why the oxygenated blood goes to the lungs is to drop carbon dioxide and breathe oxygen. This is the pulmonary vein. It receives oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. And this is the aorta. It transports oxygenated blood from the heart to all body parts. This is the septum which divides the heart. This is the septum. It prevents oxygenated blood from mixing with the oxygenated blood. These are the valves. They prevent the backflow of blood. This is the left ventricle, and this is the right ventricle. This is the left atrium, and this is the right atrium. The reason why the left part of the heart is thicker than the part of the heart. It's because it resists oxygenated blood and transports it at a higher pressure. I'm going to talk about diseases of the human heart. We have heart attack, heart failure, low blood pressure, high blood pressure. Ways of keeping the heart in a good working condition: by feeding on food rich in iron, by going for regular medical checkups, by doing regular physical exercise. If you want to know more like I do, come and join us at Little Pine Junior School. My name is Mama Christ. I study from Little Pine Junior School. I am in junior 6th class. My teacher of science is Charles Melon, and I'm going to talk about sound. First of all, you have to know what the term sound means. Sound is the form of energy produced by vibration of an object. Let me talk about the groups of musical instruments. We have percussion musical instruments, and these are instruments that produce sound by vibration of their surface when hit. We have string musical instruments. String musical instruments are instruments that produce sound by vibration of their strings when plucked. We have wind musical instruments. Wind musical instruments are musical instruments that produce sound by vibration of air blown in them. Let me talk about how sound travels. Sound travels through sound waves. Sound is formed by vibration of an object. Sound travels fastest in solids, followed by liquids and gases at last. Allow me to talk about the human ear. As you can see right here, we have the human ear, but here you can see part A, which is named the pinna. And its importance is to collect sound waves from the surroundings. Part B, which is the auditory canal, it directs sound waves which are from the pinna to the eardrum. The eardrum changes sound waves into sound vibrations. The oscillus amplifies sound vibrations. Part D, which is the cochlea. Part D, which is the cochlea. Part D, which is the cochlea, changes sound vibrations into nerve impulses. Part H, which is the auditory nerve, it sends nerve impulses to the brain for interpretation. Part F, which is the semicircular canal, it helps in body posture. Part E, which is the eustachian tube, it equalizes the air pressure of both sides of the eardrum. Let me talk about the diseases of the human ear. We have otitis and ear cancer, the disorders of the human ear. We have impact wax, ear boil, and partial deafness. If you want to keep your ear in a good working condition, avoid piercing sharp objects in your ear because it may damage any part. Clean your ears regularly. Go for medical checkups. If you want to learn more like I do, come to Little Pine Junior School. May God bless you.
My name is Victor Joanna. I studied from Little Pine Junior School. My science teacher is Joanna. I'm going to talk about the respiratory system. The respiratory system is the body system that helps to produce energy from food related to oxygen. Respiration is the oxidation of glucose in the body cells to produce energy. Respiration takes place in the body cells. Gaseous exchange takes place in the alveoli. Parts of the respiratory system: the trachea, nose, and the lungs. Lungs are the main organs of the respiratory system. Breathing. Breathing is the intake and outtake of air. Types of breathing. Breathing in or expiration. Allow me to talk about breathing in. Breathing in is the taking in of air. A simple illustration to show breathing in. take place during breathing in. The lungs expand, the intercostal muscles contract, the ribs move inwards and outwards. Breathing out. Breathing out is the taking out of air. Actions that take place during breathing out, the opposite is true. Diseases of the respiratory system: emphysema, lung cancer, whooping cough. Disorders of the respiratory system: hiccups, choking, yamming, sneezing, etc. Ways of keeping the respiratory system in a good working condition: by doing regular physical exercise, by going for regular medical checkups, and by feeding on a balanced diet. If you want to learn more, come at Little Pine Junior School.
My name is Nathaniel. I am in junior 6th class. My science teacher is Victor Camelo. I am from Little Pine Junior School. I'm going to talk about agriculture. Agriculture is the building of honeybees. An apiary is a collection of many beehives. An apiary is a person who keeps honeybees. A beehive is a home of bees. A colony is a group of honeybees. Types of honeybees, namely queen bee, the female fertile bee; work bee, female sterile bee; drone bee, male bee. Types of beehives. There are 2 types of beehives, namely traditional beehives, Chigezi beehive, black outlook beehive, modern beehives, e.g. Queen beehive, box beehive, top bar beehive. The top bar beehive. The top bar beehive has 3 chambers, namely the brood chamber. This is the brood chamber. It is where This is the brood chamber. It is where the queen bee lays eggs. It is where the queen bee and the drone bee stays. The queen excluder. It is where the queen excluder. It is where the queen bee stays. It prevents the queen bee from feeding on honey. An adaptation of the queen excluder is that it's made up of small holes. This prevents the queen bee from feeding on honey. The honey chamber. It is where the work bees make honey. The work bees make honey from the materials collected in the environment. The materials collected from the environment like water, pollen, and nectar. The top bar beehive has inlet and outlet holes. This helps the honeybees from moving in and out of the hive. If you want to learn more, come and join us at Little Pine Junior School.
As you can see in the beginning, I first communicated and I said we are going to have 4 participants in today's practical science lesson. Here is Price, who talked about sound energy, particularly the functions of the human ear. Here we are having Shamosha, who talked about the blood circulation, that is the human heart, as you can see. She's having her own model. Here we are having Nathan, who also talked about the respiratory system. As you can see, he's having a simple model of the respiratory system. So this is how best we can go with our learning process of these days. Here we are having Jen, who talked about the beehive, in particular the top bar beehive, and here also is her model. Thank you so much for attending our today's lesson, and may God bless you abundantly.